The fight, though, everyone's talking about, though, Ken Flo, for December 16th, Paddy Pimblett and Tony Ferguson in the lightweight division. Paddy Pimblett minus 380. Ferguson comes back at plus 300. Your thoughts on this particular piece of matchmaking and ultimately how Tony will fare on the heels of a 6-fight skid?
Yeah, listen, I think first and foremost, I think it's a good sign that Pimblett seemingly is healthy enough to take on a fight at this stage of the game. So that's good. I know that there were some worries about that injury and the surgery and all that stuff involved. I think this is a good fight for Paddy. I think that Ferguson is a very different guy than what he was in his prime. I unfortunately have seen a decline in Tony Ferguson and how he's moving and reacting to some of the exchanges out there during a fight. I would love to be proven wrong and for Ferguson to go in there very sharp and looking like his old self. But I think for Pimblett, it's going to be interesting how he approaches the striking aspect of this game. And if this does go to the ground, how good is his grappling really against someone like a Tony Ferguson, who I think shouldn't lose too much in the grappling department as far as maybe some of the physical decline that we've seen on the feet with his striking. But we shall see. I think that's a good fight for Pimblett, and I think he continues to choose, him and his team continue to choose good fights to kind of build himself up as he eventually, looks towards, either a main event or a bigger fight on a main card or pay-per-view, and eventually moving towards that championship trajectory.
Yeah, my first thought mirrors yours. It's nice that Paddy Pimblett is healthy enough to take this particular fight. I can understand why some people maybe like the matchup for Tony Ferguson. It isn't this perennial lightweight killer, so to speak. But I do think that Paddy Pimblett, even if maybe he shouldn't be minus 380 against Tony Ferguson, I do think that he is underrated in terms of like the MMA masses, in terms of his total package, and just given what I thought was kind of a listless performance against Jared Gordon despite the win. So I expect Paddy Pimblett to be wicked motivated, and perhaps Tony Ferguson fighting for his UFC career. We shall see.